Hey everybody, welcome to Off the Bench with Mark Wiggins, and we are here to talk to one of our contributing writers to the Off the Bench magazine, Michelle Cain. But before we get to Michelle Cain, I want to remind everybody to make sure you subscribe to the magazine. We've had some great issues so far this year. April was amazing. May now will be coming out soon, which is my birthday month. So who knows what'll be in it or what's going on in May. I'm still working on it, but it'll come out, and it's definitely want to make sure you get that. So go to www.offthebenchmagazine.com and subscribe there if you have not. Also follow us on Instagram. Go to OTB Magazine. That's OTB Magazine on IG. Follow there for information. There's also the link tree there where you can also get back to past issues, podcasts, and whatnot, so you don't miss it. Definitely want to give a shout out to Aubon, who is our sponsor. I did the 30-day reset challenge on your whole gut system thingy, and let's just say, yeah, I'm feeling a whole lot moved. That's what I feel like. I feel I'm moved now. So we will talk to Michelle Ayala Rivera coming up soon to give a recap of that and talk about that. I'm gonna probably do it again for the month of May. There's two parts that I didn't really get all into. I got into the product side, but there's a whole educational side. And do the lifestyle, I didn't do that part. So I'm going to go back and do that again and do the more intention to make sure I get into the other side of it, because I think it's some benefit. And I'll report on that one, but we'll talk to Michelle coming up soon. Also, make sure that if your youth organization is out there and you are needing some tickets to events to take your kids this summer, youth organizations, church, fraternal organizations, hit me up on inbox or email me or Facebook me or whatever, and let's talk about what we can do to support your organization. We have an organization in Kansas City that we're sending some kids to go to see some baseball games. Another organization out of Virginia Beach has tapped in. We're going to send them to see Encanto. I think they're going to see Encanto. Apparently that's the thing. I don't know. I don't have kids anymore, but they seem to want to do that. And again, make sure you check with us for tickets and shows and events. Football season starting. All Buckeye fans, please pay attention. We will have tickets to the Ohio State Notre Dame game, which is the first game of the year. We travel. Ohio State comes to Maryland, where I am, in the DMV, later on in the year, and we'll have tickets to that one. And we're looking to do something special when you come to town. And of course, the Browns. Yo, what's up, Browns? And anything else you're looking for, make sure you hit us up. OTB Events on Facebook. OTB Events on Facebook. Enough of the housekeeping. Let's bring on our guest for the evening. See, Michelle, can you in here, Michelle? Popping up. Hello?
Hello?
Hey, yeah, we got you. We got you. What's going on, Michelle?
Nothing much, just working hard.
Working hard?
Working hard and writing.
Would you believe that as of this month, you have been rolling with OTB for 1 year?
Wow.
Because you came in the extra bonus issue for the motivational issue for the first time when I ran that last year, and you have been writing it with us ever since. So you've been putting your book in here. You've been writing. You didn't think you did. You've been writing and submitting for a whole year. Congratulations, Michelle. Welcome aboard. Glad to have you on board. It's some good stuff. You know, a lot of great things. So as you know, and everybody else knows who watches my show, I don't do bios. So Michelle, please tell our audience who you are and what you're doing.
Well, good evening to everyone. I am authoress Michelle Cain. I'm an inspirational author. I'm a book business owner. I'm a writer, inspirational speaker. I also started with a magazine. I have my own column in a magazine titled She Reads. And I just started that. And I'm also a contributing writer for Off the Bench. Yes. So I am excited to be here.
Yes, we're excited to have you. So I know you had, tell me more, let's start with the magazine. What, tell us more about the magazine that you started.
The magazine She Reads is a female business magazine, and I was blessed to have my own article. I got my own column that I write, and my column will be about empowering and inspiring today's businesswoman. So I'm very excited about writing about that because that's my gift. That's inspirational writing. That's what I do. And it's the same like I write for Off the Bench. Inspiration, that's what I do. I don't know nothing else. But inspirational writing, that's it.
Michelle, so how did you get started into writing, Michelle? You've written several books. I know you just released another book. How did you get into inspirational writing?
I really didn't tap into the writing until after I graduated high school. And I would write a little bit, but I really kind of put it on the back burner because young folks, we like to test the waters and try some of this and that. But I really didn't get into my writing until I got into my 40s. And that's when I really began to tap into it. I wrote my first book when the pandemic first started. Because when I was viewing the news and how people were losing their jobs and their homes, I felt that this book could inspire them to keep going and don't give up on life, because a lot of people were giving up. And I felt that my book could inspire them and help them, to keep going. Don't give up.
Oh, wow. So when you tapped in OTB, you really had been writing all that long. You said the pandemic, and that was 2021, somewhere in there. Yeah, that's where we were actually doing the magazine at that point and getting started with it. So that's amazing that you've written. And how many books have you put out by now?
So far I have 3 out, and I'm finishing up my 4th book.
What's the title of the 4th book?
The 4th book is Church Girl Waiting on God's Promises for Her Life.
All right, come through. So now, do you rely a lot on? It sounds like you rely a lot on your faith in your writings. Is that right?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, that's what's going on now. Talking about your book business. You say you have a production company, editing company. What do you do with the books?
With my book business, what I do is now my first book I did with a publishing company. But I decided with my 2nd and my 3rd book, I self-published those because I wanted to sell those directly myself. Because I wanted to connect with my audience and to let them know, what I'm about and what my passion, my purpose, and my mission for my writings. Now, with my 2nd book, I collaborated with my father. My dad wrote this 2nd book with me.
Okay.
And I just wanted to be out there to connect with people and, just tell them my story and just to inspire them and to motivate, because that's what I do. And so that's why I wanted to self-publish my 2nd and 3rd book so I could connect with my readers. And direct connection. Okay.
Now, outside of this project, what else is coming down the road for you? I know you're going to continue to write for the magazine. So what else is you got your 4th book coming? Are you doing any kind of conferences, trainings, online courses for people who want to write? Where are you headed with this?
I'm working on my 4th book, plus writing for Off the Bench magazine, plus writing for She Reads magazine. Also, I do inspirational speaking at churches. And I encourage the young people, that when you get out of school, just go for your dreams.
Right.
Just don't, I would say, be a go-getter and not a sitter.
Nope.
Because being a go-getter, you go after your dreams. Don't be a sitter thinking that it's going to fall out the sky into your lap. But you go and pursue it and work hard. Because on the other side of fear, amazing things await for you.
All right, somebody starts to preach over there. Okay. Arthur McCain, Deaconess McCain, you you have to start preaching on them. That's good because our young people they need that encouragement. I cut my teeth in the youth market, did a lot of work in the youth market. Still will be connected. Young people keep you young. Yeah, you deal with old people, they will tire you out. Old folks will tire you out. Young people, you have to be on your toes. You better know the latest lingo, the latest dance, latest music. Now, you don't have to do the dance, nor be able to rap all the words, but you better understand who people are because that makes you relatable to them. Like, all the old people, we said the same thing. And we said the same thing. That ain't no good music. Good music is when, you just dated yourself. But that's good for the children. Now, do you have any children's books? You wrote a youth-specific book?
I haven't written any children's books yet, but I'm working on one because there's a little girl at my church. Mm-hmm. My second book that I collaborated with my father, her grandmother bought one of the books. The little girl took the book and she was reading the book, and the book inspired her so that she took the book to school. And she wrote a paper about the book. And that really inspired me. So I went to her and I told her that I would write a book just for her.
Oh, wow.
She's a little girl. She's maybe about 7, 8 years old. And I told her that I would write a book, inspirational book just for her because my work inspired her. And so I want to keep inspiring her, go for your dreams, reach for the stars, because there is no limit to how far she can go in life. You just got to pursue and go for it.
That's why, that's what I love about speaking and books is that you don't ever know where it's going to land, who it lands on, right? That piece of you is out there for eternity. And as a motivator, inspirer, to off the bencher, getting people off, you don't know when you show up who needs to hear what you have to say. I've often told my speaking clients, I said, sometimes for me, while the assignment is to come in and speak to this group or whatever, this organization, the message is really for me. It's a reminder. It's a motivator for me, which then in turn makes me deliver a little bit harder. It flows a little differently. And all I need is one. Is there one? And usually without fail, someone will come up and say, that was for me today. I appreciate what you said. That's exactly how I felt. And then at that moment, for the moment, unbeknownst to you, the speaker, the writer, you were having a one-on-one conversation with 200-300 people, but it was one-on-one for this particular person. And they are appreciative of the effort because you spoke to them, right? And then nothing but the gift, God, and the spirit that comes out, right? Where it's not us on stage. It's not me. It's what God had me to say in these moments. And I know that. But it just is that's the tool, right? Speaking is the tool for you. Writing is the tool. Speaking is the tool. But when it connects and lands on people, I've changed lives. People, I'm going to do something different. That's part of the mission. That's why OTB exists. That's why the magazine exists, because I've gotten so much feedback from your stuff in the magazine. My mom writes a devotional every month. Like, she don't miss, what I'm saying? And people, oh my God, your mom's stuff. I love what your mom, your mom. Follow her. She got a whole bunch more. She could do a whole magazine book by herself with the stuff she's done over the decades, trying to get her to do that. But nonetheless, that's the calling, that's the assignment, right, for OTB, is how do we inspire people to get off the bench and into the starting lineup of life? That's the whole tag, moving you from the bench to the starting lineup of life. What's the encouragement? What's your goals? And how can you go get them? And hopefully our motivational of all of our contributing writers that are in our magazine on a monthly basis. And we have a nice core of writers. Not always room for more, but just the core that we've been running with most of the year is some solid stuff coming out. And I'm excited about it. And I'm glad to have count you as one of our writers. So, Michelle, tell people where they can go get your books, and if you got any lives or anything coming up, where they can follow you. Go ahead and let everybody know those things.
My first book, Christian Inspirational Writings, you can get this book on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and Books A Million.
Not Books A Million, it's still around?
Yeah, it's still around. And I received a DAG Book Award for my first book.
What's that? What's that? What's that award?
It was this. I received this. This is a book award to honor Black authors for the writing that they have done, for the work that they have done. And I received this in November of last year.
Nice. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Hold on, Michelle. Hold on. How come I have a picture of you in the magazine holding that up? Where is that? I need some new pictures. Take a picture of you holding the award so you can put that in there.
Yes, I'm gonna send it to you.
All right, go ahead, Michelle. Where else can we get? What is else?
The second book. This is Christian Inspirational Writings 2. This is the book that me and my father wrote together.
Okay.
This is my first self-published book, and you can get this book autographed copy directly from me. Just inbox me and you can get an autographed copy. This is my third book, my life story. I am an overcomer, surviving the storms of life. This is just a little bit about me and my background, me growing up. I also self-published this, and you can inbox me for a copy of that as well. And then my fourth book is coming out real soon. You can follow me on Facebook at authoress Michelle Cain. You also can follow my business book page at Christian Inspirational Writings LLC business page. You also can follow me on Christian Writings to Inspire, Encourage, and Motivate on Facebook. I'm also on TikTok, and you can follow me at The Inspirational Authoress. I'm on Instagram at The Authoress book page. And you can also view my blog website, which is theworldoftheauthoress.blogspot.com.
Okay, if you can't find her after all that, you're not looking. That's all I'm going to say. If you're not trying to find Michelle, I don't know what your answer is. She's going to give you 15 locations to find her on the intraweb. So please go out and support Michelle, and her books are amazing. Again, you can read her every month in the OTB magazine, and definitely go out and support her. Inside of her magazine, we do have our link to her where she is, and click on her link and go find her and follow her. Michelle, now the group you have, are those authors in your book, in your group, or who's in the group on Facebook?
It's a variety authors and business owners, entrepreneurs, both.
Okay. All right. We need to talk about, I mentioned this before in the writers meeting, is that I want to do a virtual book tour. And in the book tour, I want to give authors an opportunity to come on platform, maybe 7 to 8 minutes of a hot, quick interview, boom, 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 tell them about your book, who you are, where to find you, keep it moving. I feel like I can do that, and I want to do that probably before the end of June. So you got your people out there. I'll send you the information to all of our contributing writers, get that, and I'll put it out to those who are watching. If you are an author out there and you have a book, you can participate in this program. Caveat is simply this: if you're already in my magazine, there's no charge. If you're not in my magazine, it's $37. That's all I said. It's $37, which is a subscription to the magazine. And we'll also, whoever participates in the book tour, we will put your book in the magazine for the third quarter. I'll run it for 3 months in the third quarter, no additional charge, for $37. I don't know about you, Michelle. If I'm as an author, writer, I need exposure wherever I can get it. And for $37, I believe I got the best deal popping right at this moment. So
absolutely,
hit me up on the inbox, all your authors out there, or Michelle, have people call me. And if you're looking to advertise in the magazine to be featured, we got that covered as well. So we're looking for that. So I appreciate you, Michelle, again, for taking a risk on me early on and putting your messaging with us. And I hope we've taken good care of you, and continued success with all of your writings.
Thank you so much for the opportunity. And I love being a part of Off the Bench team. I love it. I enjoy it. And I'm looking forward to much, much more. Absolutely.
Thank you, Michelle. Everybody, hey, that's all we got time for today. Remember this, as always, if you can reach your dreams with a step ladder, then they're probably too